Hi everyone, in today's lesson, I will talk about how to solve log equations with different bases. So please turn to a new page of your notebook, write down the date of today and the learning target. And there is only one concept that we have to learn in this section. Okay, please mark it down on your notebooks. That is, if we know that log x with base a equals to y, x will be equals to a to the power y. Okay, and I can give you two simple cases. So in the previous section, we know that log x is equals to 2, for example. Okay, we know that in this case, the base we are using is 10. And therefore, if we want to find the value of x, we can convert the log function into 10 to the power of 2. And finally, we know that x is equals to 100. Okay, then let's take a look of the second cases. So it is similar in this section, that is, if it is given that log x with base 3 equals to 2. As we can see, now we are using the base of 3, and therefore, if we want to find the value of x and we move the log function, we're using the base of 3 to the power of 2. And finally, we know that x is equals to 9. Then let's take a look of example 7.19. So in this question, it asks you to solve the following log equations. Okay, so let's take a look of part A. And we have log 3x minus 1 with base 2 equals to 3. As you can see, the base now using is 2. And therefore, if we want to remove the log function, we are using the base 2 to the power of 3. So therefore, 3x minus 1 equals to 8, and 3x equals to 9, and x is equals to 3. Then we've finished part A. Then let's take a look of part B of the question. In this question, we have log x with base 6 minus log x minus 1 with base 6 equals to 2. As you can see, in this question, all the terms are using the base of 6. Therefore, we can group the logs together using the properties of log m minus log n equals to log m over n. So that we have log x over x minus 1 with base 6 equals to 2. Afterwards, we want to remove the log, okay, so that we can convert it into the base of 6 and then square, and for the left hand side, it is x over x minus 1. So we have x over x minus 1 equals to 36. Afterwards, we can multiply the x minus 1 to the right hand side, and it will become x equals to 36x minus 36. For the next step, we'll put all the numbers together, and at the same time we'll put all the x together, okay, so that it will become 36 equals to 36x minus x. And finally, x is equals to 36 over 35. Then let's take a look of part C. So in this question we have log 4x with base 9 equals to log 6 with base 3. As we can see, the base are different. Therefore, we have to use the property to separate the term and the base, so that we have log 4x over log 9 equals to log 6 over log 3. Afterwards, we can convert the number 9 into 3 to the power of 2 and then put the power 2 in front of the log, so that we have log 4x over 2 log 3 equals to log 6 over log 3. And afterwards, we can multiply the 2 log 3 to the right hand side. And we have log 4x on the left hand side, and for the right hand side it will become log 6 over log 3 times 2 log 3. And then as you can see, the log 3 can be cancelled out, and for the right hand side it will become 2 log 6. Afterwards, the 2 in front of the log can be put it back to the power, so that it will become log 4x equals to log 6 squared, so that it will become 36. So the log can be cancelled out, so that we can have 4x equals to 36 and x will be equals to 9. So for the remaining time, please help me to finish the correct pattern 7.19, and for the yellow box, these are the questions for today's homework.